Hello everyone. Today we will learn how to solve the word problems of square and square root chapter on the exercise 3E, which was left in our last class. Here we will basically use the long division method. If you have any doubt when we have to use long division method and when we have to use prime factorization method, I will suggest you to review the previous videos related to squares and square root chapter. Okay? Look at the question number 13. What is given? Find the least number which must be subtracted from 2509 to make it a perfect square number. In my earlier videos, I told you that when you have this type of problem, that is, the question says what you have to add with the given number or what you have to subtract from the given number, so that the resulting number will be a perfect square number, then in that case only you have to use long division method of finding out square root. What was the method? The method was that you have to make group of two numbers starting from the end. So 09 is a group, 25 is another group. Okay? Now 25, this is the perfect square and its square root is 5. So 5 square, 25. Write it here. Okay. Subtract, it will be 0. Then these 09, they will come down together. Okay. Now look, in the next step we have to write down twice of this number, that is 10 here. Now we have 09, that is ultimately 9, and 10. So if we write 1 and 1 here, then 1 into 101 is already greater than 9. So what we have to do? We can take only a 0. Okay? 0 into 100 gives you 0, 9. What was the question? Find the least number which must be subtracted from 2509 so that the resulting number is a perfect square number. So this is our remainder 9. We are using long division method. This is our remainder. So if we subtract 9 from 2509, it will become 2509 minus 9, it will become 2500, which is 50 whole square. Therefore this one is a perfect square number. So your answer will be, therefore write it here, therefore we have to subtract 9 from 2509 to get a perfect square. SQ dot means square number. NO dot means number. And the number is 2509 minus 9, that is 2500, which is 50 whole square. Very easy sum. We are not doing question number 14 because question number 13 and question number 14 are exactly similar. Here also you have to find out what number must be subtracted from for question number 14. I am just discussing the sum. For question number 14, what is the question? What you have to subtract from 7581 so that the resulting number will be a perfect square number. Also find the number. Okay. So just write down the number and use long division method. Your remainder is your answer. That means you have to subtract the remainder from this number. Okay? Then you will get your answer. You will get your perfect square number as well as its square root. Now come to question number 15. Find the least number which must be added with 6203 so that the resulting number is a perfect square number. Find the perfect square number and its square root. So the language indicates that this number 6203, it is not a perfect square number. We have to add something with this number so that the number will be the new number, the added number. The new number will be a perfect square number. Okay. Similarly, we have to use long division method because the question says addition or subtraction. For these two cases, we'll have to use long division method. Make the group of two numbers from the end. 03, 62. Okay. 62. This is not a perfect square number. And the nearest perfect square number is, look, 7 square is 49. 8 square is 64. This is greater than this one, but this is lesser than this one. So we will have to take 7 over here and its square 49. Okay, and subtract 49, then 12, 3, 1 in hand, 5, 1, 0, 3. Okay, and twice of 7, that is 14. Now look, if we write 1 over here and 1 here, then we have to multiply this one with this 141. That is, the result is 141 into 1 is 141 itself, very less than this number. Okay, so you have to take higher number. That is, you may take, check with 5, what happens? If we take 5 over here, then it will be 145. So 145 into 5, 5 5s are 25, 5, 2 in hand, 72. This is also less than 1303. So take higher number. Suppose we are taking 8. So write 8 here, 8 also here. So 148 into 8. 8 8s are 64, 4, 6 in hand, 4 8s 32, 32 plus 6, 38, 3 in hand, 8 1, 8 plus 3, 11. So this is also less than this number. So let us check with 9. Now look, when we write 9 over here, so it will become 149. Then multiply with 9. Let us see what happens. 9 9, 81, 1, 8 in hand, 4 9, 36, 36 plus 8, 44, 4 in hand, 9 1, and 9, 9 plus 4, 13. So this number is greater than 1303. So we cannot take 9. So it will be 78, and here it will be 148 into 8, that is 1184. 1184. Okay. Subtract 9, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Now look, if we subtract 119 from 6203, we will get a perfect square number, but our question was but our question was what we have to add with 6203 so that the resulting number will be a perfect square number. Okay? You have to remember that when you have to add something with the given number to get a perfect square number, then first of all you have to do up to this step. Then you have to take 78 is the square root, 78 plus 1, its whole square, that is 79 whole square. Okay? Again I am repeating, when the question is you have to find out what number must be added with this type of number given so that the resulting number will be a perfect square number, then you have to do up to this step. Do not subtract the remainder from the given number. Okay? Your square root up to this step is 78. Just take the next number of this number. Here it is 78. So 78 plus 1, that is 79. 79, you have to take its whole square. That is 79 into 79. Calculate it. 9 nines are 81, 1, 8 in hand. Then 9 into 7, 63. 7 into 9, 63. That is 6. 6, 6, 12. Okay? Plus 8. So it is 4. Then 7, 7, 49. 12 plus 13. That is 6241. Okay? So it is 6241. Therefore, our perfect square number is 6241 and the given number was 6203. So we have to add 6241 minus 6203, that is 38. Okay? Now how to write down? You now know what is the process, but how you have to write down the sum. First of all, up to this step, find out the square root, then write down. Therefore, the nearest perfect square number and greater than the given number 6203 is, we have written the nearest perfect square number and greater than the given number. Why? Because we are adding something with the given number, so it must be greater than the given number. So it will be this square root plus 1 whole square, that is this number. So 6241. Okay? And for this line, write down, therefore we have to add, then do this calculation, 38. Okay? So what will be your final answer? Therefore we have to add 38 with 6203 to get a perfect square number, and the number is 6241. whose square root is, look, 6241 is the square of 79. Therefore, its square root will be 79. So this is your final answer. Okay. Next question is question number 17. After 15 we will be doing question number 17 because question number 16 and question number 15 they are exactly similar. In question number 16 also you have to add something with 8400 so that the resulting number will be a perfect square number. Also you have to find out the square root of the number. So do it just like question number 15. Let us start question number 17. What is given? The least number of 4 digit which is a perfect square number. You have to find out. What is the least number of 4 digit? That is 1000. Okay, write down the least number of 4 digits is 1000. Now we have to use long division method on this 1000. Make group of two numbers starting from the end. So 00 and 10 are two groups. First number 10. This is not a perfect square number, but the nearest perfect square number but less than 10 is 9 and its square root is 3. Subtract 1, then these two zeros they will come down together, so 100. And the next step, twice of 3, that is 6. Now look, if we write 1 over here and 1 here, then the number is 61. 61 into 1 gives you 61. Instead of taking 1, if you take 2, then it would have been 62 into 2. Obviously this is greater than 100, so we have to take 1. Now subtract 9, 3. Now look, this is the remainder. If we subtract this remainder from 1000, if we subtract this remainder 39 from 1000, then the number will be 961. Obviously, this is a perfect square number and its square root will be this number, 31. Okay, so 961 is 31 whole square. But 961, this is not a 4-digit number. We have to find out the least perfect square number of 4 digit. That means you have to add something with 1000 so that you will get the first 4-digit perfect square number. For that case, you have to take 31 plus 1. That means this number plus 1 and its whole square. Write down. Now 31 plus 1 whole square, it is 32 square, that is 1024. You can find out by multiplying 32 into 32, that is 1024. Check it. 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 6 6 12, 2 1 in hand, 3 3s are 9, 10. We are using this Vedic method. Okay. So 1024 is the perfect square number and it is the 4-digit number, and this is the least 4-digit number which is a perfect square number. Okay. So therefore the least perfect square number of 4-digit is 1024 and its square root is obviously 32, and its square root is 32. Okay. Now if the question was in a different language, that what must be added with the least number of 4 digit, that means what must be added with 1000 so that the resulting number will be a perfect square number. For that case, your answer would have been 1024 minus 1000, that is 24. Okay. Next, we will be doing question number 18. Read question number 18. Find the greatest number of 5 digits which is a perfect square number. Also find the square root of the number so obtained. First of all, write down the greatest number of 5 digits is obviously 5 nines. Okay. Then you have to apply long division method on this number. 99999. Make a group of 2 numbers starting from the end. So 9 is single, put a 0 over here, so it is 09. First number, 9 is a perfect square number and its square root is 3. Subtract these two 9, they will come down together. 9, that is 0. The next step, twice of 3, it is 6. So we have to add 1 here, 1 here. So it is 61, 8, then 3. In the next step, these two 9, they will come down together. 9. Now, twice of 32 is 60, 31 is 62. Okay. Now check. If we write 6 over here, take a bigger number. Why? Because the number is 3899, quite big. So, let us start with 6 and check what happens. So, if we put 6 over here, then we have to write 6 over here also, and the number will be 626, and we have to multiply 6 to 6 into 6. 6 6 are 36, 6 3 in hand, 6 2 are 12, 12 plus 3 15, 1 6, 36, 36 plus 1 37. Okay. You can also check by taking 7 and 7, that is 6 to 7 into 7, but this will be your answer. That is, you have to take 6 and 6. 3, 7, 5, 6. Subtract. This is 3, this is 4, and this is 1. Now look, here the remainder is 143. The greatest number of 5 digits is 99999. If we add 1 with this number, then it will become the least number of 6 digit. It will not be the 5 digit number. So what we have to do? We have to subtract this remainder from this number so that your resulting number will be a perfect square number. Okay? So for this case, we have to find out 9999 minus 143. So write down. Therefore, the greatest perfect square number of 5 digit is 99999 minus this remainder 143, that is 99856. Okay, and obviously its square root will be this number. Okay, and its square root is 316. So that's all from exercise 3E of square and square root chapter, class 8 from R.S. Agarwal book. In the first exercise, that is in exercise 3A, exercise 3A, we had two questions, question number 5 and question number 6, that was left when we did exercise 3A. Find the largest number of 2 digit which is a perfect square number. Okay, you have to use this method, that is this question number 5 of exercise 3A is similar with question number 18 of exercise 3E, and question number 6, find the largest number of 3 digit which is a perfect square number, that is also equal with question number 18 from exercise 3E. This question number 5 and 6 are similar with question number 18 of exercise 3E. So try to do this at home also. Thank you.